Network Show, Season 2, Episode 10. Today we have Richie with us from the Evolve, um, and we're ready to welcome our community and shed some more light on towards the our objective of league of the blockchains as well as so many different components as well as we'll take a deep dive into Evolve as well. So stay tuned, guys, and yeah, welcome Richie. Welcome to the Sky Network show again. This would be what like third time you're coming to the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Sandeep, and Secured Chain community. It's been the third time I've been on here, and I look forward to many more times in the future as our communities are going to intertwine and work together to a joint success in the future, right? Working together for common goals and common visions, and supporting both communities at the same time, right? Giving them the tools they need to succeed and to facilitate their crypto journey and the education as well, which is what we've been working on the last little bit. So I look forward to the conversation.
Definitely, Richie. Let's welcome our committee members. Thank you everybody for joining in and taking this time out to learn more. So this is a weekly show we do every Saturday 2 p.m. UTC to give the weekly updates of the project and the kind of whatever the development has been done so far and what where we are standing, and also in general it is a way to communicate with the community about what we are going to be doing next and what are the upcoming steps. So Richie, we are going bullish over our W Sky Wrapped Sky thing, where we are taking Sky to multi networks and making it available for trade on all the major decentralized exchanges available. So that is something we have been working on right now, and so we are very bullish on that, and also will be adding more liquidity on our decks, and we are bringing the liquidity staking and some other new modes of staking, not only just with the Sky but also with different tokens which are available on the network, etc., etc. So there are many updates which are happening. But how has been your experience so far with the Secure Chinia and Sky networks, and where do you see Evolve? Uh, you know,
Well, from my side of things,
yeah,
from what
Richie.
I've seen so far and interacting with the team and working together with Web3 Quantum and Ether Authority, um, when it comes to crypto, this whole isolation and your network is its own little network and no one else connects to it, it doesn't work anymore. I think it's very important that the different blockchains, and this comes together with our vision of League of Blockchains, work together, interconnect, and have the interoperability. And that's through bridges and swaps and connecting different communities together so that we can push forward as one and not just have our own isolated network, right? That's extremely important to the success of the space itself, as I believe everyone needs a little bit of help when they're starting off for new blockchains that are beginning, and even blockchains that are been here for a while but need that kind of infusion of new community members. And some blockchains have more strengths in certain aspects than others, like for example secure chain with their AI functions, and that technology is extremely important, where, for example, Evolve blockchain with our backing, our deflation, and our reflections is important on our side. So working together, combining some of those and really supporting both communities at the same time while giving value propositions as well is extremely important. So what Secure Chain has done and is continuing to do in their vision forward, I believe one is that aligns with what we have on our side as well. And both of our communities, I believe, will end up interconnecting. And when you need something that is more strength on Evolve blockchain, you can easily jump over through our bridges onto the network of Evolve blockchain and utilize those. Where with something is more strengths towards the secure chain, you can do the opposite and then merge back onto secure chain. So I think we're coming to a next little era in blockchain where it's not just my chain, and that's everything type thing. It's you, when I need to use a feature from a different chain, I should be able to jump onto that chain through bridges, utilize that feature, utilize those strengths. And then when I need to come back onto my original network, I can jump right back into that network as if it was nothing. It's seamless, right? And I think there's an extremely powerful tool that bridges represent in this next phase of blockchain technology itself, that will be utilized through bridges, through working together with different networks and blockchains, so that we can all come together and not just live on our own little networks.
Definitely, Richie, and that is what we have also been trying to achieve with this W Sky, where one of the biggest challenges were like going through the centralized exchanges, and you know uh, I always believe also we are built on the values of democracy and decentralization, right? And also, with Evolve, also we share the common values, and with the help of this going this multi-chain route, we are trying to enable our users to take benefit of different ecosystem, and trying to merge the global ecosystem with the sky ecosystem, and that has been the
Yeah.
goal of this upcoming time.
And when it comes to swaps and DEXs in general, centralized exchanges played a critical role early, and they'll continue to play a role in the future. But I believe a lot of projects and networks will start to utilize DEXs more than centralized exchanges, because we all know there's the flaws in centralized exchanges when it comes to wash trading and corruption that does happen in these exchanges. It's inevitable. When it comes to DEXs, those are transactions on the networks, and you actually have to have those coins to make those trades. You can't just do it on paper and then represent fake volume that never actually happened on the network. So DEXs and swaps like Evo Swap and what Secure Chain has are going to be extremely important. And merging networks, merging those bridges, having networks communicate with each other and trade with each other will bring volume and um, liquidity and transparency across the board. And I think that's the future of the space in general. It's more decentralized, it's more swaps and less centralized exchanges. Although they do still play a critical role in the next few years, they'll still play that role. Just I think most people will start to generally migrate away from centralized exchanges because of some of the flaws they do have, and those are inherent in the systems themselves.
Yeah, and also once the blockchain has on-ramp off-ramp capability, and has a decent amount of cross network connectivity, I think sense the project kind of becomes independent of the centralized exchanges, right?
Exactly. And that comes with utility and use cases as well. So until this point, most networks have speculative trading, right? Meme coins, everything else like that. They play a role. They're fun to play around with, and you trade them back and forth. But once we actually bring real utility to these chains and solve real world problems that you have to use some of these coins to operate these functions, these apps, then we're going to see a shift from speculative traditional trading to actually using crypto for the strengths of the trustlessness, the blockchain, everything else, that can solve a lot of our real world problems in a transparent way where no one has to trust anybody anymore. We can verify all of it. And that's the next step, where trading becomes not the main use case of our networks, our blockchains, but actually using these coins to serve the functions of these applications, these real world solutions. That becomes the driving force of the volume of your chain and the value of what that represents, right? So we're really at the peak, at the turning point of blockchain price up and down to blockchain solve this problem, that problem, this problem, right? It's no longer going to be so much about the price of the chain or the coin itself. It'll be more towards what is this blockchain working towards fixing? What real world problems have we solved using this technology? And that's where the key value of blockchain always was, right? The price of Bitcoin go up and down is irrelevant to the technology, right? It's nice to see. It's nice to talk about Bitcoin being 100,000. But at the end of the day, what does that represent? What value does Bitcoin represent? And I think that's the technology behind it. When people really start to understand the value of blockchain, of immutable ledger, of trustlessness built into that, the no double spending has been solved with blockchain, That's where we'll really start to take this technology and push it to that next level where mass adoption can happen. Because let's face it, we don't need to know blockchains being used on the back end. When you drive your car every day, you don't necessarily know how the car works, but you turn the key and it works and you drive to work every day. Same thing with blockchain tech. When we solve these problems, we'll make it as simple as turning on your car. You don't need to know how it works, but you can verify it's secure if you want to, right? Next steps, exciting times, to say the least.
Richie, one more question from okay, so we have been seeing a lot of new people joining in the community, and they have been kind of asking like what are the utilities for the evolve, and how the tokenomics of evolve has been generated. Would you like to shed some more light onto
100%.
that?
So the way we've structured Evolve blockchain, it's unlike any other blockchain out there available. So first, one of the key aspects that we have of Evolve is that we're backed by a reserve of physical gold. So what that means is we have so much ounces of gold, physical gold, that will be held in custodial services, and this will be in every continent, starting with North America. And every Evo coin will have an asset per coin amount. So if there was 100 ounces, if there was 100 ounces of gold in our reserve and there was 200 Evo coins total, each coin would have half an ounce of gold backing it. Okay, so that mathematical dynamic calculation is constantly changing because we're also deflationary. With every transaction, 10% is sent to the burn wallet. So over time, our supply is going to start diminishing. It's going to keep going down, and we start off with 1 billion total supply, and that will only get less and less and less. So over time, as that supply diminishes, the assets being held in our reserves, the amount of gold being held, is staying constant, right? So over time, your asset per coin amount per Evo coin will increase. No one can take your gold out of the reserve. You can exchange your Evo coin for your asset per coin amount, and those coins will then be burnt, right? And you'll receive the physical gold. This is a paradigm shift when it comes to the traditional blockchain structure, as a lot of people, I believe, have not entered the blockchain space because they want to see something in their hands. They want something physical that they value, as we're on the blockchain side, we value the tech. We value the TPS, the block times, the smart contracts, what you can make with this technology and what's available to be done, to be created, as where a lot of people value physical. I need to hold something in my hands. Well, blockchain, what the Evolve blockchain has been doing is we've bridged the two together, and we're giving people multiple different value propositions, no matter if you feel like the gold is the value or the tech is the value, right? Or the utilities that we're building out are the value. We want to give people as many value propositions as possible so that we can bring them into this network, right? Educate them, help them through that process, and then bridge them to other networks as well if they'd like to, right? This is a rising tide rises all ships. So we're playing our role on a different aspect compared to other blockchains. Our functions, our structure of our blockchain is different. And we're doing over 100K TPS as well. So we're leading the charge on several different aspects here. And then the third part, which is a part of our trifecta, is reflections. So 20% of all transaction fees will be divided between everyone holding Evo coins. So you're not just bringing down the supply with every transaction. You're not just increasing your asset per coin amount of gold back in each one of these Evo coins, but you're also getting more Evo coins with every transaction as well. So increasing, it's actually compounding reflections that are backed by a reserve of physical gold. You're getting deflationary, which is going to bring scarcity to the network. And then you're getting an actual reserve backing Evo asset per coin amount. So those three functions working together with any volume whatsoever is extremely important. And one day we'll walk through the math of that and have a calculator for our community. So you can actually see that 1 million volume per day, what that burn would look like, how quickly that supply is going to come down, and how many reflections and asset per coin amount increase you'll have over time, and see that this is a value proposition like anything out there right now. We're breaking the mold. We're trying to come at this from a different structure completely compared to any other blockchain out there, and really give a bigger percent of the population a value proposition that they never had before, and get them into the network, into the systems, so that they can take advantage of what we've all seen already, the revolution that is blockchain technology. So we're trying our best to kind of give someone that, hey, this is, I don't like this blockchain because of this, or I don't like this blockchain because it doesn't have that. With Evolve, there's multiple different avenues for someone to say, you know what, I like this part of it, I want to choose Evolve, right? And then we could educate them on the space with stuff like our Earn to Learn program with Evolve Blockchain Academy. And then they can make that process, that jump to secure chain AI or Ethereum or Binance or Matic, because now they're comfortable in the space. Let's face it, most people, when they start in the crypto space, they're weary. They're kind of like, hey, what do I do? How do I send a transaction? How do I even start a wallet? Right. And sometimes right there, that process, that starting point is what gets them like hit their head against the wall type thing. And they're out. They're just, no, it's too confusing for me. I don't want to touch this. I'm not sure of what I'm doing. I feel scared. I feel whatever that may be. And for us, that's a key aspect that we need to address, because we can't have mass adoption without education and without supporting our new people coming in, right? That'll never happen. So unlike other blockchains that have great networks, we're going to try our best to not just provide a great network so that they can do anything they can do on any other blockchain in a scalable manner with a value proposition backed by a reserve of gold. We're also going to do our best to educate. So as you guys are seeing right now, this is a MVP of our Evolve education. Anyone that has an Evo wallet, and you can make an Evo wallet with a click of a button at myevowallet.com, literally click a button, you'll be able to sign up to this education, the academy, and do these courses. Once you're finished that course, you pass the 5-question test, and you'll actually get rewarded in Evo coins for free, right? There's also a leaderboard, so every week or every month, we'll make it so the top person who did the most courses and passed them will get benefit as well, again, with more Evo coins. And this is a part of our structure, our implementation of, or our support of our network when it comes to educating about the basic starting points of Evolve blockchain and any blockchain, blockchain in general. So starting a wallet, DeFi, sorry, I'll stop clicking my pen, DeFi, NFTs, how to trade, what a DEX is, the general starting points that everyone should know before they get into the blockchain space. Education is extremely important.
Yeah, Richie, and also this is the like I'm sharing the Create Wallet app, which is available to
Yep.
create paper wallets on Evo,
And those are completely secure. There's no
right? So
database
it's
attached to
as simple
these.
as that.
And you'll be able to print
Correct.
out your wallet information, keep that offline, do best practices when it comes to security, like everything else. But this is an extremely simple way to create a brand new wallet if you've never started a crypto wallet, EVM wallet. And this could be utilized for any EVM blockchain.
Correct. Also, Richie, we are very delighted to share with our Secure Chain AI community that the community is now, ready to join the campaign which is being.
100%.
So, can you please tell us a little bit more about the campaign?
Yeah, so the campaign is a Evolve Million Wallet campaign. The whole goal is to have 1 million wallets created, and we are going to airdrop 1 Evo coin to everyone that starts a wallet and signs up with their email, verifies their email, so we know it's an actual person and not a bot. This is meant for adoption, obviously. So this is meant to bring people, so they join our network, they start to realize how our network works. They can start doing the educational part, taking our courses. We have other applications that we're building out. We want to have a toolbox of easy, simple, and user-friendly UI applications where you can start a wallet, learn about crypto, create a vault, manage your token, which I haven't seen out there yet, like Evolve Token HQ. So we're going to be able to, without any coding knowledge whatsoever, be able to participate in the blockchain space, create a token, manage your token, learn about crypto, all from one spot. This is not necessarily just for the Evolve network. These tools can be utilized for other networks as well. So we want to give people the starting point and education to really take advantage of the space. Right now, you'd have to know even a little bit of development to launch a token correctly and not have any flaws in there. With our applications and our toolbox that we're building, we will give you all the tools you need to kind of navigate this space, to be creative, to build an NFT collection, to interact with your communities, everything we wish that we had when we were building, making it nice, simple, easy for everyone who is not an expert or a developer to really use this network and interact in this network safely, right? So all these tools we're going over and above, and behind the scenes, it's been weeks and weeks and weeks of development and changing things and making it. It started from one application to create a wallet, and now we probably have 7 or 8 that we're working on as we speak right now. So we're looking forward to having those out and ready for our community to utilize and enjoy. So as we get those out, as those are ready to go live, if you sign up to or follow us on our social media, we'll have informational posts about what those apps are, how you can use them, and when they're live, so you guys can actually utilize these. It's not just
Okay,
about.
Richie, and also dear community, please do,
Go ahead, Sandy.
yeah, please do follow the, please do follow the Evolve socials as well to learn more about it. And Evolve is like Evolve and Secure Chain are like two sides of a coin, right?
Exactly.
We are here to grow together, and that is how the partner. So everybody who is holding Sky, there is a allocation, right, for every holder of the Sky to get some amount of EVO uh,
Yep.
in the like when the Evo gets launched. But yeah, in a way, so every Sky holder is already part of the community, and I would suggest everybody to follow the socials and be part of the community, and let's work together. Yeah, and let's
100%.
take the projects to the
With our
new level.
partnership, everyone who is a Sky holder will get an airdrop of Evo coins in relative to how many Sky coins they hold. So this is combining, this is working together to the future. We have similar visions, and with our partnership, we're going to work to succeed together, right? Our communities will be intertwined. So every Sky holder is an Evo holder, and we're going to work together to really succeed as a partner, as a joint community in the future. So I look forward to that. As soon as we're ready to announce that, once again, follow our social media so you know when that's happening, and it should be a relatively straightforward process for that airdrop.
Correct, Reggie. And yeah, we are delighted to be in this partnership, and I would like to thank on behalf of the community also. And yeah, looking forward to it. Now we'll move towards the second phase of our show, where we'll give the weekly updates. So, team, dear community, the weekly updates is like CoinMask version 2 is ready, and the development of the new version of the mobile app has already been started. The second goal which we'll be achieving in upcoming week is two. One is the listing of W Sky on the Super X, and we will be making the W Sky available on our bridge to be swapped, to be to allow the users to move their Sky from one network to other networks. So we'll be starting with the top 5 first in upcoming week.
Exciting times.
So that is the update.
Yeah, I look
Yeah,
forward to using
exciting. And
CoinMask as our official wallet for Evolve blockchain.
definitely, and that's a great news. And we are delighted to work with the coin. So we are, that has always been the goal behind the secure Gen AI, right? To create a global ecosystem and slowly, one after another, we are building that global ecosystem here with the most advanced, technologically advanced Web3 tools and utilities. For example, it will open up a lot more new utilities to Sky as well as Evo. So yeah, exciting times ahead for
And
sure.
that's where the vision of legal blockchains come, right? Multiple blockchains, networks,
Correct.
providers, liquidity providers, exchanges, dexes, working together to support each other. When a new chain comes out and they have the same value and morals as we have established for League of Legends, League of Blockchain, sorry, um, we can work together and really help them succeed, help them um, cut down on the time it takes to launch, right? Give them the resources they need to be successful as well, so that they don't have the traditional startup failures, right? Us building this ecosystem where any member of our ecosystem really gets supported instead of kind of like, hey, I want you not to succeed because I think my chain is the only chain out there and I'm the best and no one else can, everyone else is terrible. That's not how this works. We really have to support each other and help this economy, this network grow, partner together, right? Really working hand in hand so that blockchain in general flourishes, right? This whole my team, your team doesn't work. My vision of what evolved blockchain will be in the future because of our 100K TPS plus is kind of like a highway for other blockchains to utilize if they choose to, right? If they cannot scale and they want to offboard some of their volume onto Evolve blockchain, they can through our bridges. And same thing with League of Blockchains. If a blockchain's coming out and they need help with whatever that may be, sometimes it's just one or two connections that makes the difference. League of Blockchains is meant to be that unifying consortium of blockchains, of providers, of dexes, etc., that work together for the betterment of the space and not to bring each other down.
Definitely,
And that will
Richie,
be led
and
by
I think yeah,
blockchain and
we
secure
are
chain.
definitely, and we are very happy to be part of it. And this is a sad announcement, but yeah, we are running towards the end of the time for the show. So yeah, that'll be it from for today, guys, and we'll just go through the questions once. So I think we have covered everything. Other than the Kirito's question that regarding the token generator from Sky. So Kirito, yes, it is in development, so it will be available, but not in the upcoming week. It will take a maybe couple of 2 to 3 weeks more to come in. But next week will be focused on bringing the W Sky on bridge and having the going for the listing. So that is the first goal. All right, guys. So I think that'll be it from our side. Thank you very much, Richie, for taking this time out and let us know about, this having this a really fruitful conversation. So, what are your views, Richie, and your concluding remarks?
My views are, first of all, thanks for having me. Thanks for the welcoming, the warm welcome from the Secure Chain community. Um, we're working together to change the space, right? To really give the tools that we wish we had when we first started building, and together we're going to get there. There's a lot of development happening on the back end. It doesn't stop. When I say we're up till 2, 3 in the morning, we're up till 2, 3 in the morning most nights, working on what we're trying to bring out so that we can really bring this to the markets as soon as we can, but also do it in a way that's responsible and safe, right? Safe is extremely important. It has to be secure, has to work. It cannot be manipulated in any way, shape, or form, like the myevowallet.com. That has 0 points of data that's collected from any of us. That is literally as clean as you can get. Create a wallet, one click. So when you have a friend that says, how do I even create a wallet? It's too confusing. Go to this website, click the button, you're done. There's your wallet. Print it out, save that somewhere else, and now you can interact in the crypto space. We got to make it so simple that there's no excuse for anyone not to be able to just easily walk into the crypto space and participate in any way they like to, right? So the future is extremely bright. I think that the next few years are going to be crazy. It's going to be really exciting to see the development and the progress in the crypto space. You look at what's happening in the US, we're going to have a crypto friendly US for the first time. Things look great. Things are exciting.
Definitely, Richie, and thank you, community, for joining in. Uh, Wishing every one of you a very happy weekend and a productive week ahead. We'll see everybody next Saturday, 2 p.m. UTC sharp, as always, on the episode 11 of the Sky Network Show. Thank you, everyone, for joining in. Have a great weekend. Thank you, Richie. Have a
Take care, everyone.
great day.
Have a good
Bye.
weekend.